Alright, so what I did today is I have this gray firecracker fuse that I work with a lot. You can see it on the ends there. And this is a Class C purchasable item that burns at about 0.3 seconds per meter, so it's about a tenth of a second per foot. It works really well, takes and gives a lot of fire. I highly recommend it. I personally replace all my Class C shells Visco fuse with this fuse, so when I E-match it's like an instant lift. So I want to see if this behaves kind of like Quick Match does. When you splice open the paper wrapping on it, you get these 3 pieces of string, and these pieces of string are coated in black powder solution. I believe it's like a black powder 5-part, 1-part dextrin, which is like a cornstarchy material, which acts to makes it harden again, and then it's just sprayed with rubbing alcohol mixed with water until it gets wet, the string is dipped in it, and it dries. So you can kind of see it's almost like a hard material. It's not as bendable as Visco. When you bend it, the black powder does kind of crack and flake off. So we're gonna see if it does burn fast through here, or we want to see if it burns slow through here like regular fuse, like on Black Match, on Quick Match. And then we want to see if one taped to another piece of it, does it give enough fire to light it. Alright, so we got it clip E-matched firing system, and we're gonna see if we can get a decent view of it. Let me see what the best angle is gonna be. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Ready? Here we go. Alright, so looks like everything went pretty decently. The only thing I don't know is that first piece over here. You guys have to look in the video to review it, but the first piece over here looked like it went a lot longer before the other 2 pieces. So I'm not sure what happened there, but it did look like it burned out a lot slower than those other covered pieces. So that's all I got today. Alright, so I did just review the video, and I found out that this piece that went to this rock over here did go instantly, almost like it was still Quick Matched. To me it did look slower than if it were covered, but the other 2 pieces that went in this direction burned right on cue, and it looked almost as about the speed of regular Visco. So I'm pretty surprised that that's how it went. Another thing I tried off camera is splicing it by having all 3 strands touching each other. And when I did this, it was slightly slower but almost unnoticeable from when it was covered. So the reaction with this might not be because of lack of oxygen, it may be because of the amount of black powder in the equation. So when all 3 strands are together, it may burn faster. When you separate them, it burns slower. I do think this is useful. Like I said, if you're going to replace your strands of Visco that come on your Class C shells with this fuse, you can cut the paper off like the last 2 inches of that fuse, and then cut away 2 of the strands and leave 1 sticking out, and then you can hand light that, and you'll have a good 4 or 5 seconds before your light. But if you're going to do that, I recommend just leaving the Visco on. But for E-matching your shoes, I definitely recommend using this. Another application I see to this is having 1 fuse, 1 piece, then ripping, splicing from here out, and having 3 strands going out to 3 different shells. So that would be quicker to fuse shells together than using 1 long bridge fuse and then having each line go to the bridge fuse. So that's another application I think you could use it for. Yeah, so I'm surprised at the outcome of that, and I'm looking forward to using it for some things during my shows.